So let's say if I go to add subject,
Yeah.
and if I cancel it, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it goes to first page.
Mm-hmm.
One more issue is okay, I'll just do it again.
Yeah. If you cancel it, that should not be the case. It should go back to the dashboard.
Yeah, exactly. So that is the way I have written the code is the issue. Like, but the thing is, if I'm changing that, then everything is getting disturbed. So I'm scared actually because
Okay.
I made from everything from scratch, and then the CSS part I just took from the bootstrap,
Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
I
We
rectified.
will. I think we can arrange a private meet and look into it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So everything's working. So edit this first CRUD is working. I'm
Okay.
able
Okay.
to edit subject and
Mm-hmm.
delete subject, and I can add chapter to subject.
Yeah.
And I have made all the subject with hyperlink so that if I click here, it
Mm-hmm.
will show me the chapters in this subject,
Okay.
and there I will perform the CRUD operation.
Okay. Okay.
So let's say here, let's see if I go to add subject, and if I add some subject, it is, let's say, if I'm adding the same subject which is already added,
Yeah. Yeah.
and let's say whatever, it will show
Yeah.
me the error. Subject is already added.
Subject order. Great. 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 Great.
So if I add something new, then it will do the addition. So let's see if I do some subject, let's say
Let's say
meta
social make a yeah. Yeah.
physics,
Yeah. Yeah. Make that.
and if I add beyond reality, okay, something
Mm-hmm.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Add
it,
subject.
it will add. And now if I can do this, I can see here metaphysics, and
Okay. Yeah.
it is working properly.
Okay. Great. 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 Great.
So first I made a very simple one, and then
Mm-hmm.
this all I added later on. Yesterday only I added everything like this.
Mm-hmm.
It was just very basic normal HTML plate. I just
Mm-hmm.
used the bootstrap to make it like look like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great. Great. It's uh,
And if I'm
quite
log out, it will log out to main
okay.
page.
Okay. Is it a proper login system you made?
Password and this is YouTube, good, but hashing I haven't done.
Hashing is not required for Mad One. But can you like go to okay? Just click on admin again. We'll just quickly go to it again. Go to the dashboard,
Just a moment.
login. Yeah, copy the admin dashboard.
This one,
Yeah, this link.
okay,
Copy it.
and paste.
Uh, Not paste. Log out and then paste.
Okay, just a moment. First I'll log out.
Log out and over here now paste.
So it's login. You can't go inside.
You can't go in. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you have moved quite far into the project. Why do you need me?
No, no, no. This too I just learned after you showed me how to make the GitHub and all, because I was not knowing how to make this basic thing also.
Okay. I mean, this is quite impressive for your first time you're doing it. You have
But I
figured
haven't done. This is like all about Google and uh,
that's
Bootstrap.
that's the entire project is all about. That is what coding is all about. You just Google and do understand how to do stuff and then implement it.
Yeah. So
You
this
don't
is
need
like
me actually.
no, no,
If you
not,
can figure this out on your own, you don't need me.
no, no. I need a lot of help.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Actually,
Will I pass now with
yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. It's fine. I mean, you can turn it off.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just let me get some water and we will start.
Actually, I revised a lot in last 3 4 days because of no lecture, so I had time to I revise everything.
I wasn't there. What were you saying?
No, no, because there was no lecture, so I was revising every topic. So I revised entire Python. I revised Jinja. I revised SQL Alchemy.
Okay.
I had forgotten everything actually.
Mhm.
Nothing was in my mind.
Okay, so today we will try to create this login system that Chandan Kumar has created. Exactly the same thing. It should be user-based login. So the end user, should be logged into to their particular account, and the admin should be logged into the admin dashboard. So we have to create a system that directs the users to their assigned dashboard based upon their user, let's say based upon their user type. Okay, so we will start with that, and
In my
everyone.
case, if someone will try to log in through the admin, it will not be able to. It is not accessed.
Yeah, that's the thing. That is what user-based login system means. If a user tries to log in into the from through the admin login page, they will not be allowed. So we will be creating that. Okay. Hold on.
But I have to understand this one part, which is like how the for question to run on a specific time and get auto submission. That theory I don't know, like how it is done, like which theory I have to learn, read.
Were you saying something? I was
Okay,
not
I'm saying,
present.
yeah. And there is a one implementation which say that the question should be question must be timed quiz, like sorry, quiz must be timed. So
Okay.
so
So you
if
have
it's,
to add a timer. Yeah.
yeah, so timer and all those auto submission, that part I have no theory, like I don't know the basic theory itself, how it is
Mm-hmm.
done, like what framework and what theory
Yeah,
code.
that is something you have to think. That is the unique challenge for this project. So, so every term, each project has their unique challenge. Okay. So last term, I remember last to last term, the challenge was how to stream audio file on your website.
Okay.
Okay.
No, no,
So
but just tell me like what I have to use actually. I'll do the logic part,
Mhm.
but I
So
don't
what
know.
you can do is in every quiz question, you have another column which has a timer. Okay,
Yeah.
and you set a timer, let's say 5 minutes, and then on the front end part, you create another timer which sends that timer to.
So we
Uh,
have to do it in Python or something else. Like
yeah, you can do it. No, no, I think you
that
need a
time.
little. I think you need a little bit of, let's say. I think you need a little bit of JavaScript for that.
So I will read JavaScript then.
Yeah, yeah,
But I don't know which part to read. I mean, JavaScript is huge actually. I have a book,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, okay. Let's start with this, and we will slowly move into how you can implement JavaScript or Python. I don't think from the backend side you can actually do it, but hmm, we have to think how you can create a timeout function. We have updated the problem statement for the manual due to what is
what
it?
happened?
Due to many students facing challenges with the quiz timer feature, it is now optional. However, it is highly recommended for those who can implement it. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
great.
So if it is optional, then yeah, it's fine. So I will not be covering it because I want to cover all the core features in this boot camp.
No,
Uh,
but can you help me? Like I
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure,
have
sure.
to read.
I will try to see how you can implement it because if you know JavaScript, it makes things much more easier. But the thing is that
JavaScript is
JavaScript
like I can read in 1 2 days enough. Like that's enough for me.
is not that simple. JavaScript requires a lot of understanding about the DOM structure of a web page and all. So for the first time, JavaScript would be a little bit of tedious to understand.
Any book you will recommend? Any book I can read?
I won't recommend books. I believe in learning while doing. So I will recommend you go to freecodecamp.org or W3 schools and just use their interactive coding material to learn.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Yeah. The best way to learn coding is through interactive
Yeah,
websites.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
reading code doesn't make help that much. Okay,
Okay.
so let's get started with our session today. So let me just share my screen quickly and start with the coding part. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. We activate the virtual environment. Okay. Yeah, so this is where we left off. We learned about how you can query query the database. And for the time being, I hope everyone is recording this video. So for the time being, we deleted this database, and now we have empty database for the users. So yeah, that is what we will create. We will create some users now from through the app. Okay, so first thing we will learn how to send data from the front end, that is like from a web HTML page to the database. So we were here. So home, we are at home. So we will be working in the home directory, and we will create let's say a user login page, or sorry, a sign up page for the users, and a login page for the users. Okay. So first, let's learn how we can transfer data from the data from how to collect data. That is when you are okay. Okay, let's to home HTML. So we will just rename the demo HTML to home HTML. Rename it. So you can just click on rename home HTML. Now we are at home HTML. Now we'll just remove these, and we will start creating a form. Okay. So yeah. So let's not this. Yeah. Yeah. So we are at home. I think. Yeah. Okay. I think I have to restart it or what? Why isn't it updating?
Hey भैया प्लीज चलाओ
About I have updated it. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, this I have to remove. I have to
साढ़े
remove
सात
all of
साढ़े
these.
सात
You are at home. Also, I have to remove.
ये लैपटॉप है ना आपका हाँ
Restart. Yeah, blank.
हाँ गेमिंग है ये
We will create a sign up form. So we'll
हाँ
just say,
चलेगा इसमें हेवी
is it mine?
No, mine. It is mine. Mine.
बड़ा
Okay.
77
So we'll just
एप्पल से
write,
भी नहीं
give
ना
it a heading,
पर इसका वजन भी रहता है हाँ
give it
ये
a
सब
heading, and we'll just write it user sign up.
वजन तो है जैसे वो
Ryzen
हवा
7
लगता है
User sign up, and over here we will. Okay,
Ryzen
so it
7 है
already
और
gave me,
ग्राफिक्स
yeah.
6
So
GB
form.
ग्राफिक्स
So
6
our
GB
form, and so this is how you create a form.
हाँ
And if you reload your page right now, you will see nothing over here.
स्टोरेज
This is
नहीं वो
blank, but
रैम
you can
रैम
if we
24
have to add content. So there's a form hidden, but it's a blank form. So that's why you don't
ये
see
1
anything
TB
over here right now.
500
But right now, if I
एक्स्ट्रा एक
write
स्लॉट है
input
इसमें लगाने का
and type, so input has so our input is an input field
ये
that
सब
you are
क्या ये सब
creating.
आपका
So it
कोडिंग
will
कोड है
create
क्या
this
मेरा है
field. Okay.
ये सर अभी कर रहे
So
हैं
by default, it
तो
takes
ऐसे इधर
text,
आप
हाँ
देख के
and
करते जाना
but we can
ये
customize it
कस्टमाइज करना
to
पड़ता है ये सब
take
सब
any type of
एक बार
values.
फॉर्मेट हो
So
जाता
for
है ना फिर
example,
आ
let's
जाता है
say we can
कितना
restrict
लगा
it to
नहीं
take any
अभी
type
तो
of
एआई
values
है ना
actually.
हाँ
So we
एआई
just have
निकल
to
के तो
say
कर
type
सकते हैं
हाँ
सब अब
equal to
पढ़ने का इसलिए दिक्कत दिया और
text
एग्जाम
अब
में एआई नहीं यूज कर
नहीं
सकते
कर सकते
text.
सिर्फ एक बार
So this
याद
will
करना
only
है
take
कैसे
text
फॉर्मेट
values,
है
and
वो हो गया तो
uh,
फिर सब हो
we
जाएगा
also want to identify
बेसिक
this
चीज मतलब समझ
particular
में आ गया
input
ना
field. We want to identify
लगभग
the
कर
data
सकते हैं
coming from this particular input field. So you will be having multiple input fields. For example, let's go step by step. For example, I have multiple input fields. Right? How do I create this? How do I create this? Create this. Yeah, yeah. I will just copy this again.
मीटर बजट निकलता है वो
ये आज
So
तो
if we have multiple input fields like this, we want to identify which data, which input field is sending which data. So what we will do is we will give this input fields a particular name. So I think we just have to file this. Yeah, let's start working with three of them. So if we have three input fields, we need to assign, let's say, a particular name to them so that we can uniquely identify the data coming from these input fields. So let's just say I will just name it as name. We'll just give it a name and we'll just say it as username. So username, and this one I will also give it a name equal to, I will give it as email. Here also I will give it a name, and sorry, it will name equal to password. So mhm. So let's say, yeah, username, user type, username, and password. So now so we have a unique identifier for each of these fields, but this is only the computer right now. Only the computer can identify which input field is what. Like the computer knows that this first input field is for username. This second user field is for email, and this third user input field is for the password. Okay, but the end user doesn't know this, right? As end user, we don't know which input field has takes what value. So, what you can do is you can add a placeholder. You can either give it a name like this. You can either say username, uh, username. You can either give a text like this, username like this, and specify it. Then email, and then um, password, and rename it. And you can either do it like this, or if you want to make things a little bit of clean and fancy, what you can do is you can actually put placeholders. So you can give a indicator, or for example, you can give an indicator over here within this input field. Which what does this input field take? So let's say placeholder, and click on placeholder, and placeholder equal to username. So now if I reload it, you can see uh, placeholder already has this. It already the input field is telling you that this input field is for username. And similarly, I will just say placeholder equal to email. This placeholder equal to password. And if I reload, you can see this each input field what input should go is already mentioned over here. But already right now everything takes text, and we don't want this. We don't want this to our input field to work like this. So what we want is we want a specific type of input to be given into this input field. So what we'll do is we will change this type to the corresponding type of input that we want. Luckily, HTML has some inbuilt types in for form. So if I just say email, we'll see now the user type is fine. I can put anything. But for email, you can see already it is taking all the emails that I have saved in my cache, my browser. If I say anything and go back here, you'll see that it will actually say please insert at the date in this email address. Whatever I just typed, this string is missing an at the rate. Saying this that it is because we made a type as email, it's identifying this field, the text input over here, that this is not an email. This is not a valid email. But over here, if I go here, it doesn't say anything. And password also is, I can see that the password is over there. But if I change this type to password, now if I reload and type it over here, you can see this email, it will prompt me that at the rate is missing and password, whatever I type, now you can see it's a proper password field. You can hide and hide the password. Okay. So that is what this type does. And yeah, so email also will just type this and so we'll just take this, paste it over here, the, we'll paste it another here, and we will just say uh, re-enter password or uh, re-enter password, reload it. Yeah. So we have re-enter password, username, email, password. And if re-enter password doesn't, these two passwords don't match, then we can give a message that the password that you typed is not matching. So re-enter password, re-enter password, and we have another called submit input. So we need a submit button. So we'll just write input, input type equal to submit, and value is we can give it. So okay, so this
No, no, only button, sir, not input. Input, we are not doing anything. No?
that's it. It will do. It will do. Yeah. So if we create it or it creates a button. Input will automatically create an input button, submit button. But we don't want submit. If we want to change what this text says inside the button, we can say value equal to sign up. And reloading it will sign up. And if we want to arrange them vertically, we can just say we can just put this keyword called break br. We say br. It's basically like create a new line for HTML. So you can see that it stacks them one top and another. So we just do this here, here, and here, and we have a proper, a very nice looking form to collect the data. Okay, and one more thing. Uh,
Sir, how you made it vertically, sir? I didn't get.
yeah, that's br. Just add br at the end of your inputs.
Okay.
Okay, so just add br at the end of the inputs, and it will break the line. So br stands for break line. Okay, so now one more thing is that we have to put required because we don't want any of these fields to be submitted blank. We don't want blank fields to be submitted because we can't have users submitting the sign up form without an email or without a password. So we will add this required tag within the input. Over here also, and here also. You can save and control R to load. Yeah, so now if I click on sign up, we'll say that please fill out this field. Only because we have put this required tag within this input field. So without this, we can't send an email. Also, if I take password and all, if I click on submit, it will not allow because my email is missing an at the rate. Okay, so clicking on at the rate blah 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 .com, and now if I click on sign up, it will not sign up, could not contain the symbol hash. So it has to be a valid email, and then if you click on it, it will say sign up. It will send the data, but the thing is that right now the sign up button is not doing anything. It's not sending the data to anywhere. Okay, it's just resetting this web page. Okay, so mhm. Now what we want to do is we want to first match this password. Okay, so we want to see if these two password matches or not. So to do that, what we will do is I also don't remember how to do it. So I will just copy this entire form and go to ChatGPT. If you don't know anything, don't waste time and take the help of these AI agents. So saving process.
I did the exactly same thing.
Yeah,
I wrote the code like you, and then
yeah,
I put this here. They design for me actually.
yeah, exactly. That's the correct way you're supposed to be doing it. Okay, so I will just see that check the two passwords others if they are same before submitting. And I will just say no JS is PID preferred. Find my spelling.
What?
Just you can use HTML's
What?
built-in form validator to leverage the pattern
JS.
attribute and the on input even here how to do it. Okay, placeholder required on input is this custom validation is this. Okay, yeah. So doesn't match. So basically, I can now just copy this code, whatever it has given. So on submit, it has created the form. It has made the validation form for me. So I'll just copy it, and I will just go over here and paste it. I will paste the modified form over here. On submit, return this password. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So let's see if it works or not. Okay. So let's say I give it some dummy data. Let's just say RNN. Certain email is just say RNN at the rate email.com. Password is 1234. And now if I say 12345, click on sign up, password don't match. So it works. If I do this, it works. Okay. So the code that ChatGPT gave us works quite nicely actually, but I have my doubts because I think this clicking on sign up is going to cause problem for us in the future. I have my doubts. Anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't think this is the right code for a timing. It looks right, but I don't think this code is gonna send the data to the backend. But let's see. Let's see. Okay, so right now we have created a form that takes the input in the front end, but now we want to send this data to the back end. Okay, so we want to send this data to Python. Right now we want to collect the data using HTML, but send this data to Python, that is main.py. So we want to send the data over here. Okay, so right now we will just write method or methods.
Method.
Yes, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we'll just write and methods. Yeah, methods equal to get. So get is default. Right now, what we're doing, I hope you guys went through those videos and learned about the internet protocols. If not, just for the time being, just know that get is for retrieving data and post is for sending data. So we want this route to, from this route, we want both. We want to get data and we want to send data to this route. So we will just say get and post in this method. And now we will write okay, yeah, we will import another library called request. So we'll just, we don't need redirect for now. We will be using redirect, sorry. We will be using redirect, but not now. So request, so this will, and yeah, so we have to write an if statement over here that says if request dot method is equal to post, then Okay, so it already did it for me, so that's nice. But this is I want to show you how to do it manually. Okay. Mhm. So if request.method is equal to post, that is if we are sending a internet request and the request is post request, we are sending a post request to this URL. We want this following code to run. Otherwise, just render the home HTML template. So we want to collect the data from this form. We want to collect all the data that we want to send all this data from this form to this. So we want to post this data to this route, this home route, and so we'll just create variables to store this data. So we'll just write, we'll create variables. So we'll say username. So I'm following this underscore convention. So username request.form dot request.form, and over inside we have to paste the exact name so that we know which field the data is getting stored in which variable. So for username, we copy the name of this field. For email, we will write email. So we'll just write another, let's say, email, username, and USER email, username, email request. It already auto corrected it. Yeah. So user password request dot password, and that's it. And now we want to print these. So we want to see if these are working or not. So we're going to print this. Print, and just create a f string. Yeah. So auto completing username and password. So let's see if the data is sending. So now we just want to. We have to. Okay. Wait. So it's saying that there is some render template. It's saying there is a problem with my code. Let's see what is it. db.init. Oh, okay. Okay, so that got committed. That is the problem with having autocomplete. It, so, okay, so yeah, code is running, and now we also have to tell this form to where to send this data. Okay, so it would have been better if we had okay, for the time being, forget this exists. Okay, forget about this. Okay, for the time being, forget about this. We don't need this right now. So yeah, so action. So we need two keywords. One is action, another one is method. Okay, so action tells us where to send this data, and method tells us what protocol to use. So the protocol that we will be using is POST, and action tells us where to send this data. So we want to send this data to this route. So this route is basically the home route. So basically, we'll just copy this backslash and paste it over here, and this will send the data to home. And yeah, who has a doubt?
No. So doubt only. It's like the case doesn't matter. Post you written in small cap.
Yeah. So the thing is, HTML has a way of writing variables and Python. So in Python, post is caps, all caps, but in HTML, it's all small caps.
But no, but I have used I think capital only if I remember.
Yeah, that is because HTML is very forgiving.
Okay.
So basic in general, you actually should be having let's say a tag before, let's say a paragraph tag or something to write a text, right? Even if I if so this assigns a paragraph, but even if I don't have this paragraph tag, it will still write this it
Yeah.
will, yeah, so hold on. It will still have this
Mhm.
code over here. So it's very important. HTML allows you to make some errors. It's not, it doesn't have very rigid rules.
Okay.
So even if you don't have post, even if you have if you write post in capital, HTML will handle it. But the right way to do it in HTML is to have it in small caps.
Yeah.
So to avoid creating bugs, follow the standard conventions. Okay. So now that we have our code over here, let's see if we can send it to the to our main and have it printed. So what's going to happen is the form is going to collect that we are going to enter the data over here. When we click on sign up, it's going to send all this data collected from here to this route via the post method. And once it when the route sees that okay, there's data coming from the user side and the method is post, then what it's going to do is it's going to go into that request and it's going to see that it's a form, if there's a form data from the form, and then it's going to collect those data from the form input. So that is why we gave this each one of these inputs name, so that the request knows from which input to. Basically, it's going to send a dictionary. It's going to send a JSON dictionary, and it's going to use these names as keys to identify which data from the form goes to which variable. So username goes to user dash name, email goes to user email, and user password goes to user password. And for the time being, we just want to print these data in the terminal. So that's why we are writing print. Okay, so now let's try entering some data. So this part, type the password 1234, re-enter password 1234, and click on sign up. Let's see what happens. If I have written everything correctly, it should print my username, my email, and password in the terminal over here. But there are always errors. Your code is bound to fail. So let's see. And yeah, so our code worked properly, and I can see my data being written over here. That is, the username was Saran, user email was Saran here, but password was 1234. But as I mentioned, this this password and re-enter password first should match, and only then it should send the data, which this form is not doing. So we'll just select this and go to ChatGPT and ask it again to do it. Do the same for this form, and we paste the code and let it generate. Let it do it. Here's the updated method on submit request this post. Okay, post. Okay, okay. Let's see if this works or not. Okay, let's see. Control S. Go back.
Sir, I'm having an issue
Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
in implementing. I had done till this user. I have got this, but while retrieving the data, I'm not able to do that. Getting an error.
So, what is the error you're getting? Just tell me the error quickly.
I guess there is some file name can't open file.
Can't open file.
Shall I share it quickly? I'll share it quickly.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Okay, okay.
Let me see if
Complete
this
it. Yeah.
works or not. Password doesn't match. Okay. If I password match, does it send the data? And it sends the data. Okay. So it works. So having this on submit return, it works. Okay. So make sure this uh, follow the instruction, follow my instructions and write it along like this. So now we have this data collected, and now we can send this data to next course of action is that we need to store this data in our database. So right now we have to store this data in this user database, that is user email, password, and user type. But before we move ahead, here's one thing. We have username, we have email, we have password, but we didn't specify anything for the user type. And this is something that we have. There's a trick how you can assign a user type over here. So what you do is, in this form, you create another input. Okay. So within this form, okay, let me just expand it. Yeah, so this works. So within this, we create another input. Let me just give some space so you guys know that this is different input. I will just copy one. We'll just copy this, and this is going to be a text actually. User type, and we'll name it as not username. We'll type it as user type. We don't want any placeholder over here. Instead, we'll write as value. So this is so basically we're setting a default value to this input field. No matter so whenever you log in, you will you go to this page, you will have a field that is pre-filled. So this form, you can see the difference over here. You can see the difference over here that this one is already pre-filled, but these are like grayish type. The text color is grayish type over here, but this is black, and you can actually edit it. But when you go to this username, you can't edit it. It just the cursor prompts you to start from the beginning. So it's basically like a suggestion, no, indicator. What is it? But this is a default value for this field. Reloading it, and yeah. So we are actually so depending upon the type of form you fill, you are actually assigning the user. So this form is for end users. So we are already sending that data to the database, saying that this whatever data is coming from this, it's going to be the end user. Whoever signs up using this form, it's going to be the end user. And we don't want the users to change this. So what we'll do is we'll just go over here and put another tag called hidden, HIDDE, hidden, and save it. And if we reload this page, you will see that this actually gets hidden from the user's viewpoint. Yeah, who has a doubt? I think someone
No, I
had.
think doubt got clear. Yeah, there was a doubt.
Yeah,
How to that should not be visual to the user, no?
yeah,
That's right.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that is how you do it. It's going to be hidden. This is not the right way. I mean, the practical way of doing it. There are other ways of doing it actually, from storing metadata and other things using JavaScript and all. But since it's out of the scope, this way is fine, no issue. The problem with this is actually, I'll tell you what the problem with this is actually if we click on inspect elements, you have the entire code that you just wrote available. So this, whatever code you are writing in for HTML, it's already available. And you can actually go over here and edit it. So this value, you can actually edit it. You can edit it to say admin, admin. And now if you click on this form, it will actually send us to the send us as admin. So that is actually a very what do you call it? A dangerous thing, because this way anyone can become an admin. So anyone using this form can become an admin. So to prevent this, we will also have to we will also have to put a check within our request to see if the request that is coming from this form is actually the user, end user or admin. Okay.
So I had a question because as
Yeah.
per the document, the way I implemented was like I made a boolean value in the user table itself,
Mhm.
and while creating the database, when we click the first time the app, we run the app for the first time,
Yeah.
and it creates the database. It pre-fills the admin and it makes the boolean value true.
Mhm.
So that is during the creation of database, the admin is
Yeah,
already
that's fine. That's
mentioned.
fine. That's no issue. You can create any way. So my logic is that uh,
By default, I have kept it false. Like an is admin is a false, and then when
uh-huh,
you create a database for admin part, it becomes true and it remains false for forever.
no issue. That's fine. However, you can implement it however you want. But the thing is that you should put checks, multiple checks before the data gets added to the database. Okay, that's the only issue. Only thing.
I have a question. The home.html, can you move? I had to step away for a few minutes and I lost
Okay,
the. Yeah. Home.html, there is a line that I wanted on input. You had given that, right?
On input,
Yeah.
on submit.
Value sign up. No, below. Yeah, okay. On input this value.
Yeah.
This
Sorry.
home value question. Oh. Yeah. Passwords must do not match. Can you just copy that? Yeah, line onto the
I will just
secondary, it
copy
will be
this
easier.
form. And this form is actually this part is actually generated by ChatGPT. So
Okay.
yeah, no issue. And guys, please make use of these AI agents. DeepSeek is I was using DeepSeek for my work, and trust me, it's way better than ChatGPT. It actually explains why it's whatever code is giving. It actually explains the reason behind giving this code. So make a account in DeepSeek and try it out. It's really good. Uh, but make sure that you are using it from a different browser because after all it's Chinese. You never know what kind of hacking or data they are stealing.
I'm happy with the ChatGPT. It's working fine for me.
No, but DeepSeek is way better. DeepSeek is way better when it comes compared to ChatGPT.
And security is important, sir.
Yeah, but the security is so. Make sure you have a different browser and a different email that you don't mind getting hacked. Yeah, Ravikant, yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
Sir, I was getting an error. I'm not able to fix it.
Yeah, can you quickly show it to us quickly? Okay, because we have a lot to cover today. We just
Sure.
started, so yeah. Let's quickly see if we can solve it within.
Why this is coming red?
So whenever you are having this kind of problems, right? Copy this code, put it in ChatGPT and ask what am I doing wrong.
Okay.
It will okay. Copy this entire code and Control A, and you can just type Control A. So
Alt?
print has some problems. Okay, let's see why print is. Yeah, because you haven't put a double quotation mark at the end. Sorry. In line number 17, you haven't put a double quotation mark. Quickly put a double quotation mark. You haven't closed the double quotation mark. Quotation. Yeah,
Yeah. Sir, only a portion of it was copied, not all of it.
not all of it.
Not all of it.
Exactly. Hold on. Why is it not copying the entire thing? Okay, I will
It's
just.
okay. From password
last-
re-enter, if you copied, that's sufficient.
Yeah.
That's why it's going. Why it's
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So I hope others don't have a problem with this. So everyone was able to create this form, right? Create this form and send data to the backend and get it printed. Or was there any issue? Anyone? Okay. So let's move on. So now the next agenda is to first. Okay. So first, we actually have to make sure that the user type that is coming over here, user type that is coming here from the form, so going to be user type.
Sir, when I'm typing it, it's getting refreshed.
User type.
Like
Uh, yeah. I know why it's going on. So over here you have metadata in line 6, metadata dot htp equal to refresh. Remove this line
data.
because
Yeah, refresh. I will have to remove all this line
yeah,
completely.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so where were we? Yeah, yeah. So over here, we first have to check user type, and we have to check see if user type is equal to user type or not. If user type is equal to end user, uh, if okay, we will just say the opposite of it. So opposite of it is not equal to user type. Then we will just render return. We will just return invalid user type. We just entered this value, invalid user type. This is just a safety feature that I want to implement so that no one can actually hack it using the developer tools. So let's actually do that. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah. So let's actually okay, bad request. Browser sent a request that the server could not understand user type. That's fine. I'm not going to send the data. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send password 1234 and bad request the browser send uh-huh user type keyword user type which it doesn't understand.
You can go below, Saranya, you can go below. You will see the actual
Yeah,
UI.
yeah. I mean, I know that, but this is like oh okay, yeah. So what happens sometimes is there is some I don't know why it happens. Now magically this will start working. Bad request and yeah, form equal to user type. Same thing. Okay. Yeah. So this happens quite a lot. there is some form of like an issue with I don't know what happens is because every time you copy it and paste it, it stops working. I don't know why it happens. Maybe some character gets added or something, like some invisible character gets added. So the thing that I want to show you guys is if I go into the inspect elements and mess around over here, let's say go into the form and edit this end user to admin admin. Let's say I want to hack my website and I change this value to admin over here and fill my credentials 1234, 1234 and sign up. Yeah, see, invalid user type. This because we actually put the safety feature. We are again cross validating if the data that is coming is actually for the end user or not. So if anyone goes over it, so these are the safety features that you have to think about it. Or think about it that anyone can go into your HTML. Your HTML code is never secure. No matter which website you go, it's never secure. You in your backend, you again have to check whether the data that's coming is actually the data that you want or not. Okay. So now the thing is, now what we will do is so this is how we collect the data, and now what we will do is we will collect this data and store it in our database. So I'll just remove this. We don't need this. Oh, sorry. I don't need this print statement. What I need is to store this data. So we'll create a new user, USER, new user equal to, okay, so I don't want to, it's very simple actually. So new user equal to, so you put the name of the table that you want to add this to. So we'll go to our model.py and you can see that we have only one table, that is user. So copy this and paste it over here, user. And it's basically just filling like a form. So I have in my models itself, I have username, email, password, and user type. And you can just say username. So username. So it already autocomplete. So I'll just autocomplete this. New user, it's going to be this. Yeah. Why is it? Oh yeah. Okay, so there's a problem with indentation. Okay, so yeah, so new user is going to be this, and now we actually have to, in order to prevent duplicates. So we don't want duplicate number of users. We want to first see. Okay, first let's just let me show you how we can add it. So we'll just say db.session.add, and then we'll say db.session.commit. So these are the two code lines, and saving it and then running our code again. Now going back and sending email, putting a password before and clicking on sign up. So it did send the data to the backend. We can verify it over here. It sent the data, so we have a post request over here. And now if we go, we can see there's a data already present over here. Okay. And end user, the password that we sent, email that we sent, all of those things. But every time we send data to the backend, it will actually create multiple copies of this user. So let's just say if I do it again, I will say password 1234, and click on sign up. It will again add the same user again. So I have a copy of two users again, and this is not something we want. This is actually not acceptable. So what we can we need to do is we need to check if the user exists or not before we add this user into the database. Okay, so how do I delete it? Okay, yeah. Saving it, yeah, save the database. Otherwise, so before we add the session into the database, we need to write these these two line of code gets invoked or these two functions get invoked or run, whatever you call it, we need to first put some if statements to check if the user actually exists or not. So what we will do is before we even create this new user actually, so to save computation resources also, what we will do is we'll just do a query if. So we'll just write this query user query filter username equal to user email. We'll just filter it by user and email first. If it is none, only then user already. Okay, that's not. I don't. I am smart enough to write my own code. I don't need help of autocomplete. So if user it's already first. So if this is true, if this true, you just return user already exists. Else you run this code. Else you run this code and then you can say return user added successfully. User added successfully. Okay. So let's just see this. Okay. Let's just try adding a new user. Let's just say this is user. Let's just say Ravi. Ravi. This is going to be password is 1234 and password is 1234 and click on sign up. We get user added successfully. That's great. We can also go to our database and verify it. Ravi is added. Again, now let's say again this user tries to log in and 1234 using the same email. If you click on sign up, it says user already exists. Now, what you can do over here is instead of this messages user already exists, what you can do is you can create a HTML page which says user already exists and has a button or a link saying go back to sign up page. And yeah, so when over here we will redirect it to the login page. So we'll do that now. We'll create the login page for the user. So yeah, so this part I will show you, but you guys can create a HTML page for this user already exists. Take it, you can make it fancy. You can have put some images and all to make it fancy. Have a button saying that since this user already exists, try it with a different username and user email. Okay, so this is just to give you a demo. And now let's go to the login part. Okay, so yeah, this works. This works. Below this works. Sign up. So this is the sign up page for the users. And yeah, so now let's create a login page. So for login page, we will do the same thing. So for the login page, what I will do is I will copy this route, copy this entire code and use it as a template, paste it, and we'll change this to login. We'll just give it a log. Hold on, 1 minute, guys. Ouch. Yeah. Login method is going to be the same, and home. We just change it to login. Let's see, I am login, and yeah, these we don't need. We just basically. So by this moment, you get. I think we can remove this SQL. This was just for demo. So let's clean our code up a little bit. So by now you might have noticed something that we are actually just reusing this code. So basically, this entire project is actually going to be creating a route, creating an HTML page, and writing logic, some if-else statement logic within it. That's all it is. You'll see that if you go through some of my, I will send you some of old code, and if you go through this code, you will understand that. You'll see that the code is very repetitive. The entire project code that we are using is very repetitive. Okay, so now let's create a login page. So we'll just say login. We'll just say login, L-O-G-I-N, login HTML. It will be user login actually. So user login. So because we will be having different types of users, we can have we can make different types of login. So I encourage you to make the login for the theaters uh, theater owners or the admin. Okay, so yeah, so now we want a new HTML template. So let's go over here, paste this the login HTML, and we're basically just gonna copy this. We'll just copy this and modify it. We'll login, paste it over here, and just say user login. And action should be okay. These let's just have a clean form. Action should be blank. Input. I actually only need input should only be username, email, and username. So I don't. Sorry, email and password. I don't need anything else. So yeah. So only this much of form you need. Three input is email, password, submit. Yeah. And yeah, so let's go to this login. Yeah, so let's go to this login
Sir,
page.
that user underscore login has to be under template or outside. We can have it.
What? Which
User
one?
underscore login has to be under template or.
Yeah, it's going. It is a HTML page, right? HTML, so it has to be under render template.
Okay, fine. Fine.
You're asking about this, right? Okay.
Fine.
Okay, so you have user login, and again, same thing. It's going. If it is a form, it has to post. So we have our post method. If we have, yeah, we have post method, but where are we supposed to post it? We are supposed to post it in this route, login route. So yeah, copy this login route, paste it in action, and same thing again. I want to request. So this is going to be only the till email and password I need. Email and password, and I don't need the username. And we have to check if these email and this password actually exist within the database or not. So yeah, so basically what we'll do is if user dot query dot filter email equal to username and password equal to password. So we will just use user login successful. So yeah, basically this is the logic we will use. If username, if the email exists and the password exists within the okay, but this actually isn't going to cut it because let's say the user gives a wrong email. So we want to say that the user exists, and again we will write another if statement query and do the password. So if this, okay, let's go with, we don't want this for now. For right now, we'll just say so if this returns true, we'll check the password. Else, we'll write another else statement over here. Else we will return user does not exist. So if the user exists, we will check the password. So we'll just say if user query filter password equal to password, and first Then we will do the login, user login successfully. We will create the user dashboard over here. And yeah. So this logic is, I hope everyone is okay with this logic. If not, please tell me right now so that we don't break the flow of the session. Is this logic correct? I mean, understandable to everyone? Hello. Hello, guys. Anyone?
It went by a little fast for me. As I said, in between I was a little away, so
Okay.
I'll watch the video once again. Yeah.
Okay. So this part you understand, right? This required post
Clear.
is clear.
User query filter, you are actually asking for the first one that actually comes up. So that's the only one it should come, user by email, because email should not be replicated.
Exactly.
And
then-
the second one, the password is what you are saying. If the user email ID is correct, then you actually check if the password is okay.
Actually, we
This
should
is-
be we should be putting these two within over here actually. So yeah.
Because it should be an and, isn't it? Both
Yeah.
of them should match, correct?
No, you can have this. So this is understood that both of these fields should match. Only then it will return a field. Otherwise, what you can do is, if this makes you if you're having a hard time understanding it, what you can do it, you can write it in a different way. So let me just remove these actually, show you how you can have another way. So what you will do is you will first query this data. So just write a query.
Mhm.
Let's say
Store it
USCR.
into something and then you compare.
Yeah,
That is what you're suggesting.
Exactly. User query. And so first what you will do is you will try to because each user is going to have a unique email. You can use user dot use the email to filter the user using first. Okay. Now you have this user object. Understand? This part is clear?
Yeah.
So now what you will do is you will see if the user exists, it's gonna return a user object. Otherwise, it's going to return none.
Correct.
So if user is not equal to none, that means the user exists. Then you will say user dot password equal to the password that you got from the form.
Mm-hmm.
So you're checking if the user exists. You're checking the password for that particular user.
Correct.
And if that also matches, you're returning user login successfully. If the user doesn't exist, if the user is equal to none,
Yeah.
You're saying the user doesn't exist. And if the password invalid pass, so you're just writing if the password doesn't matches,
Then it is
password doesn't
invalid
matches
password.
invalid password.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we can run it again. And so now what we'll do is we will connect these two routes together. So once what I want to do is right now. Okay, just let me just give you a demo of this what we just wrote. So we'll just try to log in as raviemail.com. Put the password 1234. If you exist, then it will say, okay, cannot access by variable user where it is not associated with a value. Okay, let's see user query. Yes. So I have made a mistake. I have used this user as a variable. So I have used user as a variable, but user already is a class
Defined.
that we are implementing. Yeah, so we can't. So this is very important that you don't reuse class names or variable names like this. So this is very important. So you just can't say user, you can say check. user. So
User.
yeah, so check user. If check user is equal to user, so this is the reason why we should have different names. So make sure that you don't make these mistakes. These mistakes cost you a lot of time if you don't know what the mistake you made, and especially when you are a beginner. So yeah. So now if I do this again, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll see that I'm not getting that error. So sign up. The user is successfully logged in. Yes. Why? Because the user already exists in my database. But now if I go over here and say, let's say Farhan, and let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and click on sign up, you'll say user doesn't exist because Farhan at the rate of email.com is not found within the database. Again, if I change it to Ravi, but if I give it a different password, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and click on sign up, it says invalid password. So our login form actually works the way we want it to. But here's the thing: I want whenever the user signs up, I want the app to prompt them to log into their account. So that is what we will be doing. Is once you click on sign up. Yeah, Ravi Kant. Yeah.
Like, sir, I'm not being redirected to like user login successfully. I have done this what you have done till now. If you have to complete something,
Show
please
me your
complete.
code. Show me your code. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Show me your code. Show me your code quickly. Then we will move on to the other part.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible. So yeah, show it to me. Try logging in.
I did this.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm doing sign up. Uh,
Why do you have two password fields?
No, I think he's trying to do it on the
Okay, sign up.
home.html.
Yeah, when you click on sign up,
Create a
what's happening?
login, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you're in the sign up page now.
okay.
You have to go to the login page. So go to the address bar and put slash sign up. Sorry, slash login. Yeah, put slash login. Yeah, just yeah, login. Press enter. User one where it is not associated with a variable. Yeah, you have. Okay, so your if statement, user one if statement is outside the the if request dot method equal to post statement. So put it inside.
This one.
So you haven't copied the code properly. The one that I have written, you haven't copied the code properly. So look into the recording. I will share you the code right now. I don't think I can share you the entire code.
If you upload it to GitHub from there, we
GitHub,
can
yeah,
access it, right? Yeah.
yeah. But that would be tedious. So I am sending the code, this login route code on the GChat. So copy it from there. I'm pasting it over. So just copy it from the GChat. I've sent it in the GChat group. And copy it from
Yeah.
there. Okay. Okay. So Zoom presentation. Yeah. So where were we now? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's close this. And okay. So yeah. So the thing that I wanted to show right now is that when I sign up as a new user, let's say, uh, I sign up as a new user, I want to be redirected to my login screen. Right. So for now, if I do it like this, you will see that it just refreshes this sign up page. If I click on sign up, it just says added successfully, but I don't want this to be say added successfully. What I want is I wanted to send it to the uh, redirect me to the login page. Okay, so that is what I will do next. Is we'll import another function called redirect and another one called URL for. So these are two modules we will be using, redirect and URL for. And what we'll do over here is instead of saying you sign up, right? Yeah. So instead of saying user already added successfully, we'll just say redirect and URL. So within this URL for, you're actually not going to put the route name, but you're going to put the function name. So if I put this function name over here and rerun my code, and yeah. Now if I say, let's just say, okay, email.com, password is 1234, 1234, and click on sign up, you will see that it's actually, okay, function object is not scriptable. Let's see where I have used redirect for login. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, it should be a string that I should be passing, not the function. My bad, I'm sorry. It should be a string. Pass the function name as a string. Restart, continue. Okay, I believe it stopped working. User already exists. Oh yes. So now just say copy 1234, 1234, clicking on sign up. Now we'll say that it redirects me to the login page. Because I have already signed up, now I must log in. That's the logical flow. So now I can say Kabir BIR@email.com, password 1234, clicking on sign up, and it'll say user login successfully. So over here, user login successfully, we will have the user dashboard. We will print the username and collect some user data and print it over here. So luckily we have completed within the time frame. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. And any doubts till now?
Sir, can you please help me to reach till the point you have done?
Yeah, so show me your code. What about others? Are the others present, or did they just put the screen on recording and left?
I put it on recording and I'm watching because
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Today is a little intense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I was actually planning to cover this in the previous day's class, and but the last Thursday I got pulled back in the office, so I couldn't take the class. Okay, yeah. So
Like
yeah.
suppose here. Why it's not getting like?
Okay, so let's go to your sign up page. So go to demo.html. I believe demo.html is the sign up form. Yeah, so you haven't closed your form properly. Your form has, you can see if your code has red. Yeah. So input, you haven't closed the line number 19 input.
Okay, correct.
Yeah, so it's still wrong. It's still wrong. Value, okay, I mean, is it? Okay, no, it's correct. It's right. It's quite correct. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Now reload your form. Reload your demo.html. Reload this demo.html. Okay. Yeah. First put value. Okay. It will not work. Ravi, first put a value that end user.
I'll request. Password.
Keyword password. Okay. So request password. Yeah. This quite happens quite a bit. So okay. Yeah. The reason is you have two input fields with the same name password.
Yeah, here.
It shall
Re-enter, I
no.
guess.
That's type. That's type. Name.
Line 18, if you enter it as re-enter password, then it will be working out. Type.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Re-enter. Okay, re-enter will not. Okay, re-enter is fine. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You have your roommates.
Yes, sir.
It's a
Yeah.
great moment for me today.
What is the
Yeah, your
great one?
roommate is very happy.
Yes, I don't know what he said.
Video game. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Keyword password. Okay. Request.form keyword password. Yeah. So do one thing. This happens quite a bit. It's a bug. Bug. So what you do is you go to your main.py. There's not. Yeah, main.py. Okay. User type. Yeah. So first of all, fix this. This is causing a problem. User type. Why is it if user type? But he first, stored the user type in a variable user type and then check
Yeah,
if
I have done that here.
where.
Oh, actually, I copied your code, na? I think I did in my code previously.
So fix that. Fix that. This is login. Go to submit. Sign up page. Yeah. So just in between line number 16 and line number 17, just write user type equal to form. But the main problem is in line number 16 itself, it's showing form. Yeah, user type equal to request, not double equal to you're assigning na request dot form, then bracket, not square bracket. Yeah, and inside it, that is the name that you give. It's going to be form. I think user type. What is it? What did you put in your HTML?
User type.
Just check. It should be the same. Don't copy it. I've seen this
Correct.
issue coming. Yeah. User type. Yeah, just write user type. Yeah. It's fine. User type.
Yeah.
Line number 13. Yeah. Don't copy it. Don't copy it. Just write
Okay,
it.
I'll not
Every
type
time.
it.
Yeah. Every time we copy it, it gives some error. I don't know why. User type. Yeah. It's going to be a string. So convert it into a string. It's right now it's a variable. Yeah. And password. That password na user this password. Yeah, remove that. Rewrite that password again. Just remove everything. Remove everything in the line. Just user password. The thing. Just write user dash pass underscore password. So everyone make a note of this. This when you are retrieving data from this form, and if you're copy pasting this code, no, a lot of time it happens. What happens is there is some form of hidden characters that get added, and that causes the problem. So it's better when you're doing this, writing this form, you just type it out. I've seen this happen again and again, and every time I just type this code out, it that problem doesn't arise. I don't know exactly. I am not sure why this is happening again and again. Yeah, it's going to be password. Password, yeah. Name dot password. Yeah. Now save it and reload. Yeah. Restart your code. Yeah. Now you can just refresh this page. Yeah. Continue. Again, request dot password. Okay.
Oh,
Send request password keyword password. Go to HTML. Go to your HTML. Yeah, and again, do the same thing with that password over here. So instead of password, just remove it. Line number, I think 17. Yeah, remove name and password, and just write password again over there. Remove name, remove the password from there. Yeah, name again, and then just write it down. Name equal to password. Yeah, password. No, actually, write it down. Write it down. Just
Okay,
don't
okay, fine.
autocomplete. Yeah.
Why this happens, sir?
I have no idea. It happened to me also, and whenever this happens, I just rewrite it. I have no idea why this is happening. I think this is a problem with the editor code editor. It's running. Your code is running. Running. You can just refresh your code. Yeah, refresh it. Continue.
Yeah,
Uh,
happens.
Password. Can you use a different name? Just say user password instead of password. Just write user password. User underscore password. Yeah, it's fine. This is also fine. Now copy this user password, copy the string user password, copy it, and paste it in your main.py.
Why this is happening? Okay, here
Remove it. Yeah, remove the entire. Okay, fine. Yeah, now try it out. Now try reload your web page. Actually, reload. It's better if you just click on the address bar. Just click on the address bar. Yeah, and press enter. Press enter. Now fill this form again. No, password is right. 1 2 3 4. Sign up. User password is keyword password. Sent a request to the server that could not understand. Okay, so the thing is that this code was running. So delete this terminal and restart. Delete this terminal. Delete this terminal. There's a delete icon. Up, 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 up. Yeah. Now restart this code. Yeah, main.py. Actually, you can just click on the play button. Click on the play button. Yeah, this will auto run your code. Yeah. Yeah. Now, yeah, actually, yeah. See,
yeah, it's happening.
okay, let's see. User password. Go down. Go down. Go in your browser. In your browser, go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. User password. Keyword from user. User password. Yeah. So, mhm. Okay. Do one thing. Go to your code. Go to your code. Yeah, I actually had the same issue right in the lecture itself. So do one thing. Go to that user password. Where is that? Line number 18, I think. Go up. Go up. Yeah. So user password. Just remove this entire line and rewrite it. Don't copy anything. Just rewrite it. Rewrite it. User password and rewrite. Yeah. Equal to request dot form. Yeah. Request. Just write user password. Okay. Now go to your HTML. Go to your HTML and remove that password line number 17.
Oh, shall I do
Remove
it
this.
once again?
Yeah. Yeah. Remove it. And write input type equal to password. Yeah. Name user password.
Commas allowed in here or the optional
What?
comma?
Comma.
It will
Okay.
work, I guess. It's working. Shall I
Let's.
previously it worked, sir, with comma.
No, I'm just
No, no,
asking.
no. You
I'm
shouldn't
not
be
questioning.
having comma.
Shall I
No,
erase
I'm just
all the comma?
Yeah, yeah. Erase all the commas. You shouldn't be having commas. You don't need comma. No comma in anywhere. Did you see me write commas in my code?
No.
I didn't. Yeah.
no. At the method, you need that comma.
It,
No, in method also you don't need the
But also, you
comma.
don't need. Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
you're
no.
in
In
HTML. Okay.
HTML, yeah, you're in HTML. So I didn't notice this. Yeah, you shouldn't be using commas in HTML. Yeah,
and
input. Okay, yeah, a placeholder. Just write placeholder.
After required, if you put hidden, that is when the information is hidden, is it?
Yes, yes,
placeholder
exactly.
equals to, it was, I guess, email. Placeholder can be anything, right, sir?
Placeholder, anything. Just write password. Placeholder equal to password and close this input.
With required, I guess.
Yeah, with required and yeah, close it and put a BR statement. Yeah, great. Now, yeah, run your code again. Mm, yeah, yeah, just write something. Yeah, string attribute has no first. Okay, so that problem is solved, but now you have to go to the other part. So that problem has been solved. Go to main.py. Yeah, so string attribute has okay. So filter if filter query dot filter dot first user exists. So this query is not right.
This
So
one.
yeah, this query is not right. Yeah, email dot what is email dot first? You didn't write the query properly. Close the query first. First should be outside, na? First should be outside the filter. Remove the dot. Remove the dot. Yeah, close it. Now put first. Dot first. Yes. Yes. Okay. Continue. I think yeah,
No,
your
run it again. The code has changed,
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Run it
Run it
again.
again. Just click on the play button. Just click on the play button. You can just reload the browser itself. Okay, fine. Yeah, working. So your data has been sent to your database, I guess. Okay, so you can check the recordings. If you go to your browse data, I think you didn't open a file. Open the open the database file. You can just
Okay,
go to
yeah,
your
yeah,
project
yeah.
folder. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah. So the below one, yeah. Browse data. I told you guys to delete this database and do it. Otherwise, you won't be able to
And
find it. Go at below. Go
go to the
straight.
bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ravi,
yeah.
it's added. But end user didn't come because you didn't
Uh,
send that data to the backend. So watch the recording and recreate what I have shown you, and we will meet on the next session. And in the next session, we will learn how to write CSS to style our code, and we'll learn how to create the dashboard for our data for our user. And
Sir, for the project, I have implemented till the previous class. So after doing
Mhm.
this page, what should we do?
After doing the login page, okay, so if, you can actually refer my YouTube playlist. I think you guys have it. So go through the YouTube playlist. It will help you understand what to do next.
Okay, sir, fine.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll meet on the next class, next session. So see you then. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Good night.
Yeah. Good
Bye.
night.